What's poppin', J-Fam? Today Chase and I are going to be looking at our cars. So yeah, what's up?
Yeah, so we're going to basically just be like showing you all the upgrades that we've done, just a little bit of cosmetic stuff.
And yeah, it's not like an actual upgrade to make our cars go faster, but it's just, these are our daily drivers and we just want to make them look a little bit better. So let's just first show our cars off before we start talking about specifics. Links for everything will be down below if you have these cars. But yeah, Chase has had his car. How long have you had your car for?
I've had my car for like around a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah,
now.
you originally had a Ford Taurus, right? Like
yeah, I originally had like an old Ford Taurus.
Yeah.
That was not the move.
And I've had my car for about a year, yeah. So I'll switch to the other camera, we can get some other shots, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's just talk about your car first. So it's really nice. What brand is it? What make and model?
So I have a 2011 Mazda 3 Sport. So this is the one with the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. I don't have any engine upgrades to it yet, but I can go over all pretty much the cosmetic stuff that I've done to it, as well as sound stuff that I've done to it. The only thing I have in the engine is a K&N high airflow intake. It's a filter. It's pretty much an air filter, so I still get the intake sounds from like a cold air intake, so I can still hear the air coming in my engine, but it's a lot cheaper and a lot easier than a whole entire like cold air intake. So
alright, awesome. Yeah, I haven't done anything inside of my car, but yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I guess I'll start in the front and then move my way to the back.
Sounds good.
So as you can see, I replaced all of these. Every single bulb in my entire car is LED, like including all the interior lights, so everything's LED. Because I just like the more modern look that LEDs provide.
Yeah, so I definitely agree, yeah.
My headlights and my brights as well as my turn signals are all LED, so these are super bright at night. Like, they're like blinding. Some people even think I'm driving with my brights on, but it's just my LEDs.
Yeah, literally anytime Chase and I drive together, they flash them.
Yeah, people think that I'm driving with my brights on like all the time. I'm like, I'm not driving with my brights on.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's awesome,
you just flash them back and they're like, holy crap.
And then this also used to be chrome, like a little bit of a chrome look. I'd black that out just to give it more of like a
matte black,
like a sportier
it matches
look.
The car a lot better.
Yeah,
too.
I think it looks a lot better with this car. And then I also tinted these fog lights right here. I do not have LEDs in here. This is the only thing on my car that's not LED because I never even use my fog lights.
Yeah.
I also have this little cover, this tint cover out of my front license plate. I used to have it on the back, but I got pulled over for it, so I just took it off. I just don't mess around with it on the back, but I think it looks a little bit better.
It's a lot better on the front because it just like makes it look, it doesn't stand out as much, especially on my license plate.
It matches the car a lot too. And this also used to be in the center right here, but I unscrewed this and screwed it into this, so it has a little bit of an offset to it.
I like it.
It just looks a little bit more aftermarket.
Yeah, it looks a little bit more clean. Like you stuck it on there, the manufacturer didn't put it on.
Right. So then I guess we can move to the side. It is a little bit dirty. I didn't get a chance to wash it, but so I have these. I painted my calipers red. They're really dirty, but after the wash, they're like a super bright, like Formula red, so they look really cool.
Yeah, that's something I've always wanted to do, but I haven't had time for it yet.
That was a pain. But then I used to have my rims black, but I plasti dipped them. Then the plasti dip fell off. But I think over the summer I'm going to be completely painting them black.
Yeah, and you got new wheels too, right?
Black. Yeah, I got new tires. These are Toyo tires, so they're a little bit better brand than what I used to have on there. But I mean, they stick to the ground really well, and they've done me really well. So
yeah, they look pretty nice too.
Pretty awesome. They're a little bit more low profile. And I guess we can move to the tints. I actually just got these last week. I have 20% tint all the way around. The front, back, and the rear window, all 20%. So this is illegal in Wisconsin, but I mean, I have yet to get pulled over for it, even though it's only been a week.
And let's just say, when we were driving here, Chase was behind me, and I could not see through the front. The front's not tinted, but because it restricts all the light from the inside of the car, it just makes it like I couldn't see your face.
It makes it look like the whole, like the windshield.
It's crazy, and it looks really nice compared to what your car had before. Because
before you could see straight through it.
Yeah, I like the black. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
I think tints are like the easiest way to make your car just look a lot nicer.
Definitely, no matter what brand it is, I'd always recommend going with tints first. It took you a little bit longer to get it.
It took me like literally up until last week to get them.
Yeah, I'll show you guys mine.
Sooner, but
mine have holes and little bubbles in them because I did it myself. He got it professionally done, which is pretty good, and I'd probably recommend that. I'll probably do that in the summer.
Yeah, it's awesome. So then I guess we'll move to the back. I also have the rear calipers painted. So I guess we'll go to the lights. So I actually just did these like 2 weeks ago. I actually have like a black smoke tint on these. So this is a light tint. This is a film that I did myself. I tinted these, I tinted this and this. I'm going to be tinting the headlights as well, but I'll have links to this tint down below as well as the installation kit that I use. So this is actually a really cool way, especially on like white cars. I think white cars it looks really good.
Yeah, like my mom's car, she needs hers tinted. But
when you have like white cars with like black lights or like darker lights, I think it just looks so good.
Yeah,
even
like,
on darker
your red
cars,
stood out a lot before you got it tinted. This just makes it more sleek, more profile.
It's like, yeah, it's more subtle.
Yeah, it matches the car a lot more.
And then there used to be like a 2.5 right here. I debadged that. I took that off. There also used to be a 3 here. I took that off. And I blacked out these emblems. I bought this.
I love that Mazda.
So this is the Evil M logo. I'll have a link to that down below from Amazon. So that's really
nice,
cool.
Yeah.
I did that myself.
It's like a funny, subtle thing, but if anyone sees that, they know you're gonna go fast. Like they just know you're gonna drive different.
Like
so.
I just need to. There's some things I want to do to this just to make it a little bit better. I didn't install it like perfectly, but I'm gonna fix it.
It's hard to do badges. I was thinking about doing a badge with my brand or like Volkswagen on the top of mine, but
it's a pain.
You have to level it out and stuff. But look at your exhaust tips too.
Good. Yeah, so these are aftermarket exhaust tips.
Yo, wait, before you even talk about it, let's turn your car on so people can hear what it sounds like. And
we'll give them a little rev.
Yeah.
Stay back there.
Bro, it's crazy. Oh, snap. I did not edit that sound at all. That was just straight out of it. It is crazy. Anytime Chase comes to my house, he backs his car in and revs it as loud so my neighbors can hear it. But it's crazy. I really like what you did. It sounds really nice. It makes the car sound a lot better.
That actually was really cool. So what I did is I got a muffler and resonator delete. The muffler made it sound a little bit like a cheaper car. Like it sounded like someone's muffler was like falling off. It sounded like a rusted out muffler. And then I went back the day after and I was like, I'm just gonna try the resonator. And the resonator gave it that, when I removed that, it gave it that lower rumble as well as the pops. So I mean, that was like a no-brainer. So
yeah, you showed me it. It was like when you first came to my house, he didn't really tell me. He sat me in the car, he's like, listen to this. He just turned his car on. I thought it was in the speakers or something. It was crazy.
No, I just get some, like when I'm like coming to a stop and I downshift, you can get like really loud
pops. You hear those pops, it's crazy. Really and you got new tips, right?
Yeah, these are new exhaust tips. These are resonated tips. I got these from Advanced Auto Parts. These tips give it like a little bit, the pops sound a little bit better. They don't sound as high pitched or a little bit lower pop, so it's really awesome. Overall, I'm just super happy with my exhaust.
Yeah, that was like the biggest thing. Like once you did that, I was like, holy crap, that sounds so good.
And then I also have this relay right here. You can see this is for my third brake light. And I'll show you that when I step on the brake.
I like that it stands out a little bit more when you're in traffic so people see you better, yeah.
It gives people a little bit more time to slow down because when it's flashing like that, they're like, oh, he's about to stop.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's go on the inside of your car and see what we have
the
inside.
last I have is on the inside. So this is the inside of my car. So right here I have this. This is really the main thing I have aftermarket inside. This is the shift knob. So the one that I had when I originally got this car, I actually think it might be in here somewhere. So this is the original one. It was completely worn out. So I was like, I'm gonna replace it, but I don't want to replace it with something, stock. I want to give it a little bit of a aftermarket look.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
So I'll link that down below. I got that on Amazon. This is super cool. As you can see, the tints make it a lot darker in here.
Yeah, for sure.
If you do like a before and after, you could probably do it like right here.
Yeah, just seeing
this is before and after.
And you got what percent tint?
These are 20% all the way around.
All the way around. That's
it's a little bit darker.
Yeah, I think mine 25 in the back and 35 in the front. So it's 35% light in the front, goes through, and 25. But you just have 25 in the entire car.
20.
That is
20.
That's crazy, man.
And then I guess I'll show you these. So I have full LEDs in all the lights. So all the way back, every single light. So if I turn on these, you can see I have
the footwells.
I have the footwell lights. These are RGB light strips, so I can completely change these. I wire these so that way they come on with my lights. You can see when I turn on my lights, they completely come on perfectly with my lights.
That's really nice. You actually inspired me to do this in my car too.
So you can see I can change the colors to anything I want. I mean, literally any
I think the
color.
blue looks nice because you have other blue accents in the car.
Yeah. I also have these footwell underglow underneath the back seats too, but the back seat is like super crammed, so
yeah, and you put it all the way back, so you're kind of turning it into a coupe basically.
It's basically a coupe with 4 doors.
Yeah. All right, it looks good.
It's awesome.
I think we can do my car, but
James's car is up.
Let's have a vote though. So before you, after you look at my car, we'll have a poll and you can choose whose car is better.
Yeah, whose car do you think is better?
I mean, I like your car.
Explain why in the comments.
Yeah,
Explain why.
That'd be good. And which upgrades you like the most. So,
let's head over to my car.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so my car is a 2012 Volkswagen Passat SE. It's a 2.5 liter, 5 inline cylinder. It's a really nice car. I've had it for a while. So my family actually bought the car new, and then I eventually got it handed down to me earlier this year. So we've done quite a few upgrades over the years, and he might get something that I like, so I'll do it, or I'll get something that I like, and he'll do it. So it's that back and forth that we always have. Like him, I also have fully upgraded LEDs. I have LED headlights, LED DRLs, LED insides, LED brake lights. Everything is LED except for my high beams. Those are still the original incandescents. It's kind of hard working with Volkswagens because of the way the cars are made. They're not really meant to be messed with. So my car is kind of dirty right now. I apologize, but one of my favorite things about the Volkswagens are their headlights. The headlights are just so sleek and so unique that they look really cool. So yeah, I've upgraded the LED headlights and the DRLs. So one thing that differs from me and Chase is I like to have some weird aesthetical things to your car that just make it look a little bit different. So for me, I have this big race stripe on the outside of my car,
which I did used to have.
Chase
I did used to have a
stripe. He decided to get rid of it. My race stripe has been on for like basically since I had the car. I originally actually had a thin pinstripe on the side of the car, but I got rid of that to replace it with this. I also have these canards. These are fake, but real canards are meant to put pressure on front wheel drive cars while they're driving. So that adds more pressure to the front wheels while it's driving, so you have more traction. But I think they look cool. They're a really small feature that you might notice, but it makes the car look a little bit more beefy and a little bit more like aggressive. I haven't really messed with my license plate. I was thinking about getting one of those bubble covers because they just make the car look a little cooler. For the wheels, I also got wheels same as Chase. Wait, we have the same brand, right?
Toyo?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Toyo?
We have the same brand.
Yes, we both have Toyo tires.
So I have the all-season tires. They're a mix of a hybrid, so you can drive both in the snow and the winter with no problem. They have these really cool groove cuts on them that makes them unique. So I really like that. The wheels, I try cleaning them as much as I can, but they really get dirty really fast. I also have these reflective stripes. I just added that because some of the more expensive cars tend to have that, and police cars, I think it just looks cool when you're driving from the side. People can see your car more, and it's easier to see at night. Okay, so like Chase, I have tints, but my tints are definitely not as good. I did these myself in the middle of the winter when it was freezing, so they didn't really cure properly. Also, it was my first time ever working with the tint material, and it really didn't turn out that good. Chase makes fun of me all the time because of it, but I am planning on changing this up later in the summer, just so it'll be fresh for the summer. I also have my Instagram tag on it. I like when I drive and people just see. It's really cool and really funny. I usually get friendly messages if I park bad. They'll be like, oh, you parked bad, and they'll send a picture of my car. But I have that on the side and also in the back. I think that's about it. Oh, also this.
Yeah.
So this, I'll leave a link down below. I was actually selling these for a bit, but this is a little tiny wing to make fun of the cars that have excessive wings that don't really matter. It's really funny. Some people notice it when they get out of their cars and they'll just laugh at it or say something to me. It's just funny because it's like a little toy car wing, and it's funny. Yeah. And underneath, I have my carbon fiber rim. I put this on myself just because I had a dent or a scratch on the back of this, and I wanted to cover it up. Plus, if anyone's putting any like luggage, oh, this is locked. Oops. But if anyone's putting any luggage or anything in, it won't scratch the finish of the car, so that's really nice. I haven't done anything with my exhaust, unfortunately. I did actually remove the dealer. They had a little vinyl thing on my car and I removed it, so it looks a little bit more clean. And yeah, I think that's about it for the outside. Okay, so like Chase, I have full LEDs on the top of my car, so it looks really nice and really bright at night. I also do have the underglow in the car, which looks amazing at night. I'll show you guys some photos and some videos of that. I think that's what we'll do for Chase too, just because it doesn't really do justice of them right now because it's so sunny out. I do have EL wire on the inside of my car. I did go with blue for my car, although red might have been better because the actual accents of the car are red. One cool thing I have is my radar detector, and this thing has honestly saved me, I'd estimate, at least 2 or 3 tickets, because I'll be driving like pretty fast. I don't excessively speed, but if you're going like 5 or 10 over sometimes when you're on a long stretch, like this thing has saved my life, which is like crazy. I know, Chase, you've been pulled over once, right?
I was pulled over twice, but never for speeding. It was never just for speeding. It was literally just for the license plate stuff because it was obstructing the view.
So yeah, this thing has been really good. Sometimes it goes off when I'm driving in the city, but I don't really mind it. When people get in the car, they always ask what it is, and I'll be like, yeah, it's just a recorder. It's the Cobra. It works really well. I might have a review video about it sometime, but yeah, it's really nice.
I definitely want to get one of those though.
Yeah, dude, it's like a must if you're driving like kind of fast. You drive a little bit slower than me, but I mean,
sometimes, yeah.
But you drive crazy sometimes, like.
Sometimes, yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So this is a heads-up display. It's really cool. It shows my mileage.
or how fast I'm going. It's really, really cool. If you can see, it shows me my RPM, so if I rev it up a little bit in park, it shows me my speed, and it shows me some other settings, which is really nice. It's really nice just to be able to sit straight instead of having to look down at my display. I'm just able to keep driving. So that's a really nice feature. It's really modern. A lot of like BMWs and other cars that are newer have that feature. But yeah, I didn't really do a lot other than that to the car.
That's pretty much it, yeah. I mean, you could show the tints that are falling
off.
off.
Roll it down over there. I'll show them. It's
I can
bad.
show it.
It's like crinkling down, and Chase kept rolling up the window, which made it even worse.
Yeah, so there's those tints.
Rip.
It's kind of peeling a little bit, but...
A little bit. That thing's about to fall off.
Might as well just rip it off the rest of it.
For my first tint, that was like pretty good, right?
Yeah, that was good. Tinting's hard.
Yeah,
Tinting's really hard.
It took me hours. I was sitting in my garage just peeling it on and like scraping. It was crazy, but it was pre-cut, which was nice. Yeah, I haven't really done that much now that I think about it to my car. But yeah, I just have this extra. I mean, my car's dirty, like I said. It's usually really clean, but I have this. I also have some black ice just because my car smells better with it. Okay, so that's gonna be it for the video. Sorry if it's windy too. That's also been a problem.
Yeah, it's really windy here. Yeah. Like, it's cold.
I hope you enjoyed this video. We were gonna talk about what we're planning on doing for upgrades, but I think we'll make a different video about that during the summer or something.
Yeah, we'll do that a little bit later.
Hit the like button. Tell us what your favorite features are of our cars, and also whose car is better, you think?
Yeah, vote right now.
We've kind of had a little bit of an argument back and forth, but I mean, I like your car and my car.
Let the people decide, I guess.
Let the people decide.
I mean, we have different cars for different tastes. I mean, like, your car is like a little bit more like, you know, like luxurious, and my car is a little bit more sporty. But I mean,
luxurious! I love that.
We'll see what people think. I mean, I don't know.
All right, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. See you on the next one. Peace.
See ya.
Bye.